Is it double point quiz week? So if we win the quiz week this week,
it is half point quiz week this week.
2 points for winning the quiz.
Is that right?
That's what I've done.
4-0 then.
I'll be honest, I don't want to introduce because I could struggle with words today. So
let's do a podcast.
Tommy P.
Tom,
P,
yeah,
shall we?
Yeah,
go on, Tom.
I mean, let's jump right into it. Okay, so hello and welcome back to episode 3 of the Offsiders Podcast. We've had a very, very busy weekend of football. We've all been doing different things ourselves. Obviously, the last day of the Premier League. We've had the League 1 and 2 playoff finals. Obviously, Klopp's farewell, and we're going to be getting into all of that today. But first off, how are we all?
Good.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
But good.
What have you all been up to?
Excited for episode 3.
I've been away in a different country.
You've flown back specifically for this, haven't you?
I have, yeah. On the what was it called? The Red Eye? Is that what it was? Is that what you used to say? The Red Eye?
Yep.
Yeah, I went to Tenerife. Got back.
Ryanair from Tenerife.
Yeah, God. I hate Ryanair. I hate flying is what I've learned, especially hungover. Flying hungover is one of the worst things probably in the world. But I had a really good time on a golf trip. So played a lot of golf, had a lot of fun. Although I went all the way to Africa and didn't wear sun cream once. So
Africa.
Tenerife is next to Africa. But it's next. Well, it is next to Africa. I went further than Morocco.
Yeah,
to Tenerife.
I think
yeah,
it's quite
Africa.
I call it Africa.
Well,
it's a different place.
Yes, I'm fully aware,
Well,
but it is as far. Yeah, a geography lesson with Mr. Grint. But yeah, the weather was terrible. I think it was beautiful here, wasn't it?
It's been really nice here.
Yeah. So thank you.
I think I've coloured more than you have.
Yeah, you probably have. It was terrible over there.
Good to be back.
Yeah, good to be back. Good to be back to, well, I was going to say back to normality. I go again in 3 days, don't I?
You do, you're back out
to
again.
Benidorm. So
you must have a nice boss who gives you a lot of holidays.
Yeah, honestly, he's fantastic.
You should tell him once in a while.
Yeah, nah.
Ashley?
Been looking after my little 2-year-old son.
Ozzy. Oi.
He's called Ozzy, if you hadn't guessed.
Name's Steve.
Been to a little...
Baby Gary.
That was second choice. Just been, I don't know, just loads of family time. Spent a lot of it outdoors. He loves a pub, does Ozzy, and so does his dad. So well, that works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's all works out.
Pretty much it.
Ozzy loves a pub.
He does love a pub.
He does love a pub.
Especially a pub with a beer garden.
Yeah, the boy.
With the park.
I was at Ellen Road on Thursday. I'm sure we'll probably touch on this very, very soon. But yeah, incredible atmosphere, incredible time. I've just about recovered now, about 4 days later.
Did you go out after?
I had one afterwards.
Yeah.
Just the one, yeah.
Good lad, Bill.
Yeah, it was a difficult Friday night draw.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to lie, quite a difficult Friday night draw. Tom, what have you been up to?
I've been playing golf myself, probably not on a course as nice as what Jack's been playing on for the last few days, but got my first par.
Yes.
What was your final score around the whole round?
Well, we don't have to...
Yeah, I'd like to know.
It was 122.
On 9 holes or 18?
18,
actually. Okay.
9
Okay,
holes.
not too bad.
Was that a two-day golf?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
One of my mates yesterday shot 132.
There you go.
So listen, you've beaten him, although he was really, really depressed afterwards. And I think that flight home could have been worse for him than it was for me. Definitely. But let's move on to football. I mean, you touched on Leeds. Should we start with
Ellen
Leeds?
Road?
Yeah, start with Leeds, Ellen Road. The final of the playoff is confirmed.
Yeah, I would say that the trick to football owners, if you're watching this, the trick to getting a good atmosphere in a stadium is buy 30,000 scarves and put them all in the back of chairs.
Absolutely.
Because it just seems to work really, really well. The last time we did that, it was Derby County in the playoffs, and of course we lost that. Yeah. So I think a lot of Leeds fans had kind of like bad memories of those scarves. Yeah. But if you've seen kind of any of the footage on social media at Ellen Road, it was absolutely electric. And I think it was all down to the scarves, I think. And that got us over the line. And yeah, I've still not worked out whether we were very, very good or Norwich were very, very, very poor.
They were poor.
I said a mix.
They sacked the manager next day, didn't they?
Well, they were chanting. Wagner's gone. They were chanting Wagner out at 4-0.
Mate, where you been?
4-0.
For me, Norwich in the playoffs.
Jack, we're doing a football podcast, Jack. I don't know if you...
Do you feel like Norwich in the playoffs is basically where they should aim to get in a season?
They've not been happy with the football, I think.
Like, look who's gone up.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but Norwich... when was the last time they were in the Premier League?
4
up and down every season, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
I think they're a championship
Playoffs is-
club. Playoffs isn't a bad
Yeah.
time for them. It's just they've unfortunately come up against us, who were a good side in the championship this season. We've got how many points did we get? We didn't go up. So it's, exactly. So I don't think playoffs is a bad season for Norwich.
If you look at the teams that dropped out as well, like Hull and Coventry and things like good teams.
Yeah.
Hull
So
also got rid of the manager.
I know.
They were top 6, weren't they?
Yeah.
Especially with the players they brought in.
They brought Carvalho in, didn't they?
Yeah, crazy that they got rid of him as well. I don't know why they got rid of him.
He was in the top 3
I know
managers
he
of the
was.
season on the
And then you sack
EFL
him.
awards.
Yeah.
How does that make any sense whatsoever? But then the other playoff obviously is Southampton versus West Brom. Again, Southampton turned it on, didn't they? And they look dangerous. So it's going to be a good final. I think
it's probably the right 4 teams.
Yeah,
definitely.
Especially after the way the season's gone.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be horrible for the team that doesn't go up.
Yeah, well, Southampton. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
sorry,
feel
folks,
sorry for
yeah.
Do you feel like the team that doesn't win on Sunday could be stuck in the championship for a few years?
I think
Yeah,
I
I think
saw.
that's fair.
I think I saw on Twitter the 2 other playoff finals that have been on so far. The teams that they played, they didn't beat them in the league, but
Yes.
in the playoff final they won, and we haven't beaten Southampton
yeah.
in the league. And now is the time
Let's keep
to
that trend going.
exactly. Yeah, now is the time to do it. I mean, Oxford absolutely blew Bolton out the park.
Bolton beat Oxford in the league 5-0 50 days
Hell.
before.
Wow.
Wow,
This is the one that matters.
just shows it doesn't.
Yeah.
Final one game,
And they literally got sick on the final day because Lincoln lost to
I
Portsmouth.
know, yeah, they did, yeah. And then didn't their manager? Did they get rid of their manager? Or their manager had a bit of a.
That was Barnsley.
Was it?
Barnsley had
that was it.
sat
Yes.
their manager for the playoffs.
Yeah.
And
How
they
did that
nearly beat
work?
Bolton.
Did that
Yeah.
work out for him?
No, not quite.
No, not quite.
Not
Don't
It's
do that.
going to be strange seeing Oxford in the championship.
I like
It is,
that.
yeah.
I don't know how well
Yeah.
they'll do up there.
Well, Plymouth, if you look at Plymouth kind of just survived, didn't they? And
Yeah.
they're kind of a similar
Plymouth
idea.
have
I'd
been
imagine.
there before, haven't they? They've been in championship. I don't remember Oxford being
I don't
in the
remember Oxford being in
championship.
championship. No.
It
No.
was, I think it was about 20 years ago they were there, weren't they?
Oxford.
Oxford were.
Honestly, I couldn't.
And they went from the championship then down into the conference, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And then they've worked their way back
Really?
up. Yeah.
Wow, they've got small stadiums. Well, there's only 9,000 or something like that. So
They talk about the gap between the Premier League and the Championship, but the gap between League One and the Championship is pretty big, isn't it?
yeah.
Look at Rotherham. These teams that come up, it is hard to.
Fine for
fine.
Bill.
That's
There it is
free on
already.
I said to him, I'm recording the podcast. Please don't ring me.
Always getting
He's just
fined,
done
is
it,
Bill.
he's done it, yeah.
And then Crawley beat Crewe, did they?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, Crawley
that's
beat
right.
Crewe. I saw again on Twitter. Birmingham City will be playing Crawley in League One next year,
Wow.
which is a
Wow.
bit mad. Because Crawley they're just a League Two side. They have been for a long time. Birmingham
Yeah.
City were once a Premier League club.
They
And now they're,
years ago, didn't they, Crawley?
All right.
Yeah, they
what
did,
What
yeah.
did you say to me,
That's
Tom,
true,
ahead of
actually.
that playoff final? You went, the bookies are doing them dirty and
Yeah.
putting Crawley as the favourite.
I really
Crewe
thought-
are the better team. They'll win this.
I really thought Crewe would
2-0.
win. I really thought. Nah, to be fair. Who did you? I could have sworn you said MK Dons would go up, didn't you?
I'm telling you, this ineligible player, when this gets found out, this will be breaking news. This.
Crawley, you've done us both.
You've had
Fair
you've had
enough.
2 terrible shouts in both podcasts so far. You've had MK Dons and then the Octopus shout last week, which I'm still not over. But the quiz will come and hopefully we can.
We're a team. We
we
fall
can,
together. We rise together.
We can bring it back to 2-1. 2-1's a dangerous scoreline. I'll
Shall
tell you
we,
that.
should we go to the big boys?
Yeah.
Big boys in the Premier League?
City.
Final day.
4 Premier League titles in a row.
Yeah, they're a bit
Let's
good,
have a
aren't they?
can I just
They're a
kind of
bit
say, your
good.
reactions there is like, yeah.
Yeah.
What do we say to that? Really? Is there
It's
anything
almost
kind of just-
boring now, isn't it? That they're that good. But I think Pep goes next year. At the end of next season, I think this will be Pep's last season in the Premier League. So hopefully,
He's talking now. I think he said today or yesterday that he's struggling to kind of motivation and stuff.
is he?
I would not be surprised
If
if he's not there at the start of this
Do you
season.
think,
I've just
really?
got- like he does seem like he's kind of giving it all to this, and then how do you kind of keep going from there? And
5 in a row.
He did give a bit of a speech after this thing where he was going to talk after the final game where he was going to be talking about his future, didn't he?
okay, I'll rephrase it. I think this could be a good time for him to go.
Mate, go on.
I was just going to say, if he left now, surely, unless he's told the owners, he's just going to drop him in.
Yeah, he's going to
Because
drop him
they
in.
built a model around the way that he played and they bring someone in.
But then
completely
also, De Zerbi
Zerbi
has just been announced that he's leaving Brighton.
different. Worst
Could this-
manager in the
I
league.
think he's destined
No,
for
it's
the
me that
Bayern
said that.
job.
To be fair.
That was it. Yeah.
Pointing right at you,
yeah. I would say, yeah. Oxford United looking for a new manager, are they?
No, De Zerbi, listen, my shot, I do think he's had a bad season, but De Zerbi is still good, and De Zerbi's style of play isn't a million miles off what Man
He's had a
City
bad
are.
season. Give him the City jersey.
Yeah, but no.
What a
Listen, yes, but what I'm saying is that the style of management is similar. Obviously, Man City are a lot better than Brighton are in terms of players, and I have since found out that Brighton have had a lot of injuries from the numerous comments I received, which is fine. But yeah, it's not ridiculous to say something like that. I don't think De Zerbi is a manager that is a good manager, and he probably is going to be in and around the top leagues for years to come.
No compensation.
Will there not be it?
Well, no, because he's left, hasn't he now?
Oh,
so.
yeah, of course.
Just quickly on De Zerbi, we all a little bit surprised by that parting of ways.
Kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah. It kind of came out of nowhere, didn't it?
Well, there was talks of him going to Liverpool for a bit, weren't there? And Bayern have obviously got rid of Tuchel now, so I feel like he's eyeing up that role, to be honest.
They've left mutually, haven't they? They said Tony Bloom said that they have certain aspirations for the club, and he has certain aspirations.
Yeah, you could read between the lines there, couldn't you?
And I think he wants a short term, like, to be up there, and Brighton have a much longer term plan.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that's fair.
Just the way Tony Bloom operates, you'd imagine out of the two between Brighton and De Zerbi, you imagine Brighton will probably get it right and probably be okay in the next couple of years.
When De Zerbi's at Watford.
Yeah.
What's happened to Graham Potter? He's fallen off a cliff, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully not literally.
He could go back to Brighton.
Do you think?
Well, I think it'd be quite a good fit, really, because
I think he could do
maybe
that.
if they're looking for long-term projects.
Would they want
him? Yeah, he was good for him when he was there.
Did he leave?
He just dropped them. The Messiah.
Did he?
No, he didn't. He just got an offer from Chelsea. Did he go straight to Chelsea? Is that right? Yeah, he just got an offer from... You can't turn that down.
And actually, he looked kind of reputationally, he looked poor from that Chelsea move. But actually, now people probably look back and go, actually, that's unfair on Potter. Let's just scrub
Although
that
Chelsea, by the way, have had a fantastic end to the season, considering in their relegation fight that you once claimed, Bill.
They'll be up there next season.
They got lucky at the end. They could scrape survival. Chelsea,
yeah, next season I think they'll be a really, really strong team. Really strong team.
I think they'll challenge probably more than Liverpool.
I agree with that.
I think so.
I agree with that.
They're not going to be title challengers, are they?
No. I think they'll be top four. I think they'll be top four challengers.
Probably the best Chelsea could hope for next year.
I think they'll be top. I don't think it's the best.
I reckon they'll get third.
I don't think it's the best. I think that's a realistic aim for next year. Chelsea.
I think top four is the best Chelsea can aim for next year. Yeah. I think they've got
top four and a trophy, maybe.
It depends. Like if Pep does leave, it's all wide open, isn't it?
I can't see him leaving. I think
keep pushing this Pep's leaving.
I know.
Based on absolutely
nothing. It is in Haaland's contract. He's going to take
Haaland.
I just
trying to break apart Man City.
I just can't see. I can't see him leaving. One question I did want to ask you all: have Liverpool had a better season than Arsenal?
They've won a cup.
They've won a cup. They finished third. Arsenal have pushed City very close to the Premier League, but have they had a better season?
I think Arsenal have had a better season.
On
what have they got to show for it?
On the basis that they took that title to the final day of the season, and their progression from last season to this season is absolutely huge. Whereas Liverpool now, I think obviously they progressed from the season before because they had an absolutely shocking season, but I don't think Liverpool have kind of feel as good about themselves as Arsenal probably do. Okay. I probably think there's a lot of kind of positivity coming from how they've performed this year. And actually, even though they haven't won the League Cup, which Liverpool did, I do feel like overall, by taking it to the final day and being on Man City's only challengers, I feel that Arsenal have probably had a better season than Liverpool. But I could see how it could be argued.
Do you know what, Bill? I'll be honest, you've absolutely answered that fantastically well. I thought all of you would be like, yeah, maybe actually, and you've just absolutely nailed it. So
it's a good question. I had to think about it. It's a good question in terms of
Is that worth more than silverware though?
I think kind of like propelling yourself for next season and having that continuity with the same manager, which Liverpool don't have. This was going to be Klopp's kind of big farewell tour and kind of having a really good end. And actually, they're probably feeling a little bit flat now, Liverpool, I'd imagine.
Fell apart a little bit, didn't
they? The bus parade, didn't they?
Did they?
Is that right?
I don't know. You know a few bus drivers, don't you?
Do I?
Don't know. Sounds like you'd be in the know.
Don't drop that one. I have no idea. I can drive.
No, but it is an interesting one. Like I think a lot of people kind of go just on trophies, but I'd probably say Aston Villa have had a better season than both Liverpool and Arsenal. I think they've had a better season. I think Aston Villa have had a better season than Liverpool and Arsenal. It's not just about trophies sometimes. Sometimes it's about kind of like giving you a springboard and a foundation to kind of how you're going to kick on as a club over the next few years. And I think two teams like Aston Villa and Arsenal have really put themselves in a really good position for next year. Even like smaller clubs like Crystal Palace, I think are in a really good position. They've had a really, really good end. Bournemouth are in a really strong position. They've had a good end as well. But yeah, no, it's interesting. I think for the top clubs, you look at again just based on trophies. But so many, as all of us know with the supporting our clubs, it's very hard to win trophies, and there's very few of us that do win trophies.
Yeah, you're right.
But I could see how you'd say Liverpool won the League Cup. I think if it was the FA Cup, you might be able to.
Yeah, the League Cup's like the worst out of all of them, isn't it? I mean, obviously it's still a trophy. Yeah, 100%.
It's better now than it used to be as a League Cup.
Yeah, it is.
Because it used to be for the kids, didn't it?
Yeah.
And now you're sticking you just swap your goalie. That's
Yeah,
basically what the League Cup is.
Yeah,
you're
right.
You're right. The League Cup has kind of, people have actually gone, it is a trophy. It is,
It's Europe.
Speaking of goalies, by the way, I know this was a week ago now, but that Ortega performance when he came on against Spurs, I probably won them the league. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
It was that save against Son, wasn't it?
It was ridiculous. But then he also had one at the near post that wasn't an easy save.
Yeah.
And he was just to be called upon in such an important game to come on and do that. That shows the depth that the City have got, doesn't it? And that's why, obviously, they've literally gone on to win the league. And they're a force to be reckoned with.
It's strange, really, because
City, sorry, not Spurs.
Edison's rarely missed a game in all the years he's been at Man City, whereas this season,
Ortega's
coming along
like 6 times.
I read that. Ortega's come
Really?
on. Ortega's come on 6 times this year from the bench.
Really?
6th time he's come on this year. What I read, yeah.
So Pep Guardiola that though.
No,
isn't it?
I think it's from injuries from Edison.
Really?
I think he's been injured every time.
I think so, yeah.
It's not tactical.
Yeah, but honestly,
it's not tactical stuff.
Yeah, but also it would not surprise me as well if Pep did that.
Yeah, true.
Because
But
just paved the way, hasn't he?
Do you think the fact that he's been subbed on so many times, do you think that kind of helped him for that performance?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Against Spurs.
Definitely.
He's kind of used to that.
To being ready.
Because imagine getting subbed on as a goalkeeper. Like, you've got to kind of be ready if you're a right back or whatever you are. But as a goalkeeper, I mean, it's hard.
to be warmed
if you're defending a corner straight away as well, it's kind of a hard thing to kind of come on and kind of be.
I mean, there's a saying that it's tough for a defender to come on in the last 10 minutes of a game that's competitive. But for a goalkeeper to come on and have that save that he had against Son, literally a 1v1 against one of the best finishers in world football. It's just, it's kudos to Ortega because he's won City the league pretty much. Also, you spoke about Crystal Palace. Mateta.
I know.
What a bloody great player he is, by the way.
He's
a
beast.
Goals.
9 goals in these last 6 games.
He's a beast.
That what he's done?
Yeah. What a way to end the season.
He's like a prime Barclays player, I think. Like you look at in the past, you've had like Drogba's and people like, I'm not saying Mateta's as good as Drogba, but like he has his shirt tucked in, they play that music.
He's
when
a bit of an
scores.
old school
number
number
9.
nine.
Like,
He is a bit of an old
just
school
cool,
number
isn't he?
Yeah.
He just hits the ball well hard, scores loads of goals. He's in the wrong era.
Yes.
Is Mateta. But Palace,
I imagine defenders hate that as well.
Yeah, exactly.
That kind of a player.
And Palace how good of a Palace? How good is Glasner?
Yeah.
I mean, I've touched on him, but they are.
Right,
I think they've had the highest finish in
difficult one.
the Premier League.
Right, just give us a position then. Palace next season.
We was just saying before we came up here, if they can do like what Aston Villa did and have that bounce that they started this and take into next season, you never know.
It depends
if they can hold on.
It depends if they keep hold of Eze and Elise. If they
Yeah.
keep hold of Eze and Elise, which I don't think they will.
Okay,
then-
imagine they had them both for the
And
whole
they've got
next season.
they've got a very sound defence as well. We were just saying earlier they're just missing that creative midfielder. I think that just to link the back and the
What, like an 8 or a 10 or?
A Ross Barkley who might be in the Championship.
Oh, yeah.
Stick him in Crystal Palace.
That wouldn't be a bad sign.
Do you know what's funny is obviously we're looking at those last day of the season fixtures. Everybody called that Crystal Palace were going to beat Villa on that game.
Yeah.
I think though Villa were on the beach.
But that's what I mean. But everyone kind of went, Villa on the beach and Palace were on a bit of form. They absolutely battered it.
Yeah, they did.
Battered it.
They did. And Eze, do you see Mateta said in the post-match interview, Eze has to go to the Euros if England want to win the Euros, is what he said. So fair play, Mateta.
Well, Elise missed out on the France squad, despite having the most goal involvements from any winger apart from Mbappe.
Really? Wow, great stat that.
Good
Really
stat.
good. But
You've steered us towards Palace, so you can just get that one in.
yeah, he kept winking at me, say Palace. Outside of football over the weekend, Usyk versus Fury. Did anybody watch it?
I did.
Thoughts and
Better
feelings.
Man
I feel like it was on. I wasn't really watching it. I was with my friends.
Don't matter. He was on holiday. He was having a good time.
It was on. It was on, and I kind of was in and out of it. Obviously, round 9 saw that, and then I didn't know who'd won. I thought it was a draw. I thought, they'll do it as a draw because obviously I saw round 9.
It shouldn't have even been a split to this.
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. Usyk, I've since watched
Fury,
a few highlights.
Fury
back.
was in control of that fight.
First few
7
rounds, yeah.
First 6 rounds. Well,
The
no, he
mid-
started off.
yeah.
He started off poorly, but I think he kind of. I think he kind of took his foot off the
had
gas
3 or
a
4
little
rounds.
bit.
Did Fury?
He just got outboxed.
Yeah,
he did.
At the end of the day.
He did.
But they've got a replay. They've got the replay in the clause in the contract October. So
they're saying it might not happen.
He'll do it again.
Oh, really?
Usyk could retire. Fury could retire. Like Usyk's got nothing else to win now.
I think
he's literally done it all.
I think AJ beats Fury at this moment as well. After
He's
seeing
on
Saturday,
the decline. Is Fury anyway? Like
He's
what I
old,
mean.
isn't he?
Well, that's why. Yeah,
He's my age.
he's gonna happen.
Is he?
Well, he's actually a little bit younger than me.
Right. Yeah, I think
Usyk's older than him.
Usyk, is he?
Yeah, he is.
Usyk's just a great
Usyk's
boxer.
37 and Fury is 35.
Yeah.
Is Usyk 37?
Is he really?
Bloody hell.
Wow. There's a video I saw of him meeting Evander Holyfield, and Usyk is like absolutely buzzing, like he's met. I think it must have been the first time, and Usyk was like pumping himself up, and it's such a nice video because Usyk just seems like a
really
genuinely
nice
lovely
guy.
bloke.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
And Fury said it would in his post-fight interview, saying that it was it got voted because there was a war going on in Ukraine. I was
he
like,
must have
come
been
on,
hitting the head a
Fury.
bit
Yeah.
after for that
I think
one.
he would
I was like,
surely.
come on, mate. You're clutching at straws there, aren't you? But yeah, like you say, Usyk was the better man. Usyk won. I just feel like it's, for me anyway, I feel like it was kind of overlooked because Fury's unbeaten, isn't he? He was the man that nobody could beat, the lineal heavyweight. And then Usyk's just sort of dispatched of him pretty easily. The round 9 wasn't pretty for Fury, so
no. Ref saved him, didn't they?
They did. Yeah,
it'd be quite a good time, I think, for Usyk to kind of mic drop now. 37, got all the belts.
He's won all the
Who
belts.
else is there for him to fight?
Way under.
I definitely feel.
Yeah.
End it. Done. Boom there. And then also Jurgen Klopp's final game. It could be Alexander Usyk's final performance in a boxing ring.
Yeah, that was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I've done really well there.
I've done really well there.
What a link.
What a segue. Jurgen Klopp's final game at Anfield. I've not seen much of it. I thought I'd see loads of stuff on social media of the atmosphere.
VAR ruined it with the red card, I think.
I didn't see what happened in the game. I know they won 2-0, but I didn't really see what happened in the... Who got sent off?
Semedo got sent off after like half an hour, which
Did
I think it just kills the game, doesn't it?
But, I mean, you want it. I mean, you don't... I mean, you kind of did want Liverpool to win it. It'd been a bit of a nightmare if they hadn't won, wouldn't it, at Klopp's final game? But yeah, I've not seen really much of the atmosphere or anything like that. Was it?
I think they all welcomed him quite a lot when the bus was coming in. And
right.
Stuff like
Okay.
that. I don't know. It just feels a bit like. Yeah, I agree with you a little bit. It has kind of been a bit downplayed. I think the season's kind of petered out so much.
Yeah.
That it's kind of affected kind of the final.
I think if
game,
you were there,
really.
if you're there as a Liverpool fan, you'll remember it. But
Yeah.
for everyone else, it's not been broadcast as much to us guys.
Yeah, and I'm a bit unsure as to why. It's just it seems like I remember thinking at the time it was announced that final game is going to be absolutely crazy, and then they were just a bit like a lead balloon, really, wasn't it?
Nothing to play for, really,
Yeah, nothing to play for. I think maybe that's the reason why.
I think if they were in the title race, then it would have been a lot bigger.
Yeah, it would.
Been
Yeah,
good.
it'd have been crazy, wouldn't it? And also, speaking of the title race quickly, did you all see the Arsenal fans thinking that West Ham had equalised?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've not seen this.
It's brilliant. There were Arsenal fans. Somebody's for some reason in the ground has said that West Ham have equalised, and all the Arsenal fans are going like that at the camera, thinking that West Ham have equalised, and obviously they didn't. They've just made themselves look like absolute wallies.
Back in the day, back when I was a young whippersnapper. It was always had the radios in your ear.
The guy with the radio on the shoulder.
You've missed all this.
No, I saw a video on Twitter yesterday of saying like Prime Barclays was when people had all the radios in their ears.
It was really hard to find out when the scores were going in.
Like
really was.
United versus United, Sunderland, and City versus QPR. That was like sort of the last sort of game where the radios were still vital. And there's people on the phones, and then word gets round slowly but surely, and you see them getting deflated and things. And that is brilliant. That's what, like I say, prime Barclays.
Was there ever a doubt that Man City weren't going to win that? Was it? I mean,
It was just Spurs, wasn't
goal.
it? It was just Spurs last week, but you knew they'd win yesterday, didn't you?
They went 2-0 up early, didn't they? So it was like game over after 15 minutes.
Kudus gave us a bit of hope, didn't
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
Great
It'd been
goal
nice
as
if
well.
West Ham had gone ahead. You know, like Villa did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just give it a bit or something,
But no, it was yeah.
Just back on Klopp. Sorry, is he bowing out at the right time?
Yeah, if
I
he
think
says he
probably
is. I think if he's not got much left, then
Yeah.
he can't do
running
another
out of
season,
energy.
can he? Running out
In
of
his
energy,
words.
isn't
I
it?
Do
mean,
you think he'll go anywhere else?
I think he'll have a break for a year
No,
or two.
And then go somewhere, do you?
They're talking about I think the Germany national job would be quite a nice.
Oh yeah,
That's
quite
a cushy
fitting,
job,
wouldn't it?
Quite
Yeah.
a nice job. I think.
Who's in charge there at the moment?
Is it Hansi Flick? Is he there still?
Is it Nigel's? What's his name?
Nigelsman.
Is it
That's
Nigel?
not Nigelsman. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
Nigel.
him. Nigel. All right, Nigel. Nigelsman.
Nigel Mann.
That's the one. It's him in charge.
Nigel Mansell is the Germany
Nigel
coach.
But we spoke about managers. The main topic this week is ranking our top 5 Premier League managers of all time.
In order.
In order, yeah. How do we want to do it? Do we want to do 5th? Do you want to do your top 5?
I reckon we do.
Should we do 5 and 4? Because
Yeah.
then you do a top 3.
Nice green. Let's do
your
5
your
and
4,
4,
then you do
top
your
3.
top 3.
Go on then, Ash.
Just
Kick
we're
us
gonna
off,
have
brother.
so many
Are we doing honourable mentions before or after?
I've not got any honourable
I have
mentions.
no honourable
I've just got a
mentions.
top 5.
Chris Wilder was close, but he's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
I just
Of
had
course.
one honourable mention.
Have you?
Honourable mention.
Go on, Bill. Bring him up.
Just missed outside was Paul Jewell.
Paul
for me.
Jewell.
Just missed out the top 5.
Paul Jewell.
Managed Derby County to a record 11
8
points.
points?
Was it 8 points? 11 points?
Was he at Wigan in the Premier League?
He was at Wigan. He didn't win the FA Cup with Wigan, did he?
Oh, I don't. Maybe he did. No.
But
I
you're
honestly
Did he
thought
keep
he was
Bradford-
relegated. I thought, please no.
Did he keep Bradford City? He kept Bradford City, or did he, Paul?
We're going back too far.
Yeah, we are going
We're
back.
I was going to say,
back.
this
We're
is
going
way
back too
before
far.
mine and Tom's
Second
side.
Tom
Yeah.
on board.
We're
I
struggling.
feel like all 5 managers
Could be the same.
Yeah, so you are struggling with that age group, age when
Yeah.
I need to try and keep it more relevant.
Yeah, I know. No,
The older viewers
yeah,
will Paul Jewell.
exactly. Yeah, definitely.
What a job Alf Ramsey did before he got at Ipswich.
Yeah, I think the 5 could be similar.
I think
It just
I think
depends.
the 5 are exactly the same for
Do
everybody.
you?
Yeah, I was looking who's 6th and 7th. You haven't really got many people, really.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go 5 and 4. Ash, do you want to start? 5 and
So
4.
I found it difficult to say, are we doing the top 5 managers as in who are the best managers or who have done the best in the Premier League? So I've gone for a bit of a mix.
Okay.
That's all right.
I like this.
it.
So number 5, no bias, I've put Marcelo Bielsa. And then number 4, I've put... Oh, it was very tight, but I've put Jose Mourinho.
Okay. Nice.
Wait,
Bielsa at 5th. I like that.
Why?
5th, I've got Jurgen Klopp. 4th, I have got Mourinho.
5th, you've gone Klopp.
Correct.
4th, you've gone Mourinho.
Correct.
Mourinho 4.
I have gone... But this was really, really tough. And I've kind of gone back and forth a few times here. I have put Klopp over Mourinho. So I've gone Jose at 5th and Klopp at 4th.
Wow,
and I
okay,
will
that's
explain why I've gone Klopp over Mourinho.
Well, just missing out for me, you've got Claudio Ranieri, for obvious reasons,
Yeah.
with the squad he did it with,
Yep.
and Carlo Ancelotti.
Yeah.
But 5th,
There's
I've
also another
got...
one, sorry, to quick,
that's fine.
Mancini. I think
Mancini,
Mancini
yeah.
deserves a bit of a...
Yeah.
He had a really good win ratio.
Was Ancelotti that good in the Premier League?
He had one. He had a great season for Chelsea, didn't he? I think.
Yeah, but
Again, if
the
you're going-
best
And Everton.
of all... No, he wasn't good for Everton, though, was he?
What was it, top at Christmas?
Oh, where did they finish?
I don't
Didn't
know.
he leave? Yeah, I'm sure. Sure, he left or something.
Madrid
I mean,
came
to
knocking.
Madrid.
Yeah, Madrid. I mean, Champions League wise potentially, but Premier League.
That's
I'm
why
not.
that's
yeah,
why he's
I'm
missed
not
out.
even sure if he's an honourable mention. He's a great manager, but
Did you hear that, Don Carlo? He don't rate you.
Tom Jones.
Conte was excellent for Chelsea.
Yeah,
His
but then
win,
he was
his win ratio is
Remember
Awful
Goose Hiddink?
outrageous.
Remember Goose Hiddink at Chelsea?
Yeah.
Goose. Do you call him Goose?
Goose.
Isn't it
Double
Gus?
U. There's 2 U's
Also,
in there.
I think there is a man we're missing out a little bit on honourable mentions.
Go on.
Rafa Benitez.
Yeah, but again,
Didn't win it.
was
did
he more Premier League or was he more? Is he more renowned
Did
for
he
the
not win-
Champions
Did he not win the
League?
Champions League?
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's
the
Champions League though.
yeah,
It's
but
not
he's
Premier
never-
League.
He didn't win the Premier League. How are you going to
Come
include
on,
him?
Bill.
Well, I stuck
Top 5
Bielsa in
Premier League
here.
managers.
If you're going off
Is
just who's
Bielsa
the
actually in
best,
your top 5?
I stuck him at 5.
Yeah.
If you're going on the best,
You were just joking.
No, he put Bielsa fifth.
if you're
Why have you
going
put him so
on
low?
Go on,
sorry,
sorry, Tom.
Who's your 5? Sorry, Tom. 5.
5th, I've got our mate Jurgen Klopp in 5th, and 4th, I've got Arsene Wenger.
Ooh, not sure
Disjustice
about
there.
that. Not sure about that.
I think 5th and 4th, Mourinho, Klopp is. Listen, I love the Bielsa shout.
I've put Bielsa in. When Leeds got promoted, he was voted, was it 3rd in
Was,
the
yeah.
FIFA best
In the
coach
world, he
in
was,
the
yeah.
world.
Who
Who else
by?
was?
Pep and
Yeah, Pepsi on my list.
yeah. I hope so.
And
But
was
who
it
else
Carlo-
did he get?
Might have been Carlo Ancelotti, might be Klopp,
Potentially.
might have been
Poch
Was it Poch? Was it
No, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
when Bielsa got 3rd in the best managers in the world? Who else was in it? It was
Was it Zidane? It might have been Zidane.
Yeah, I think it was Zidane. I think it was.
It might not be.
I mean, Ashley, I love Bielsa.
Yeah, so
You've got a big task here to try and justify this one, if I'm honest.
What he did with Leeds, with a mid-table to bottom of the half, bottom of the championship side.
Got Bamford a cap.
We beat Man City at the Etihad. I mean, Leeds beat Man City at the Etihad.
Yeah, it was
they had
mental,
so many good results. They played such good football. He could, and everybody in the Premier League wanted Marcelo Bielsa as their manager.
I'm quite excited to see who you've not got in the top 5 in place of Bielsa.
It was tricky.
It was tricky.
I think I could know.
Wenger in 4th. That's very common.
I'll go into my number 3. So obviously I've got Jose Mourinho above him. Same number of Premier League titles, but I think that conceding 15 goals in a season was a better achievement than Wenger's invincible season.
You can't say that.
That is a fantastic feat. I agree.
15.
But
0 losses.
But
season.
How many draws are?
You're right. Okay, they've both got the same Premier League titles, 3 each. How many FA Cups Wenger to?
I'm sure Wenger's got more.
Wenger to Mourinho.
It was there.
Oh yeah, no. To be fair, the FA Cup was definitely Arsenal's cup for.
And also, Wenger changed the English game. Yeah. Mourinho didn't change the English game. Wenger came in and was the first man to bring in nutritionists and do all the stuff that the foreign managers eventually came on to do. Whereas Mourinho is fantastic. He's a winner. They chose him on the special one, and I think he's obviously he's in my 4th, but I just think Wenger was 3 for me. Wenger was 3 for me, and the reason is he changed the way the teams behaved in the Premier League, because he came in and was successful, and the other teams were like, right, now we follow him because he's the one that's sort of done the blueprint for the way that teams became better in that late 90s to early 2000s
the last
era.
2 seasons under Wenger, they finished in the Champions League spots. Every season,
which is ridiculous, with Marrow and Shamak up front.
Yeah, I mean, the squads he had, 7 FA Cups for Wenger, 1 for Mourinho. Yeah. I'm not saying that that's the kicker, but they've got the same number of Champions Leagues. Got the same number of Champions Leagues, which is 0. I think if Wenger did win a Champions League, I know he's kind of nowhere near it really. I know he had the one game against Barcelona. Yeah. I think if he won the Champions League, I think he'd be looked at in a different light. I think not winning that is.
I think Wenger's a bit overlooked. Yeah, you have said a different light there, but
he's
he's 3rd for me. He's 3rd for me. But I mean, in terms of, especially now, I think just he was in his heyday. He was ridiculous. Like I say, he changed the way that the English game was. Like
how many seasons did Wenger have at Arsenal compared to Jose Mourinho?
Yeah, but Wenger changed it as soon as he came. Look,
and also
Man City now win the league every year, and people say it's boring. Man United won the league every year.
Yeah,
and Blackburn won it once. If Blackburn hadn't won it, it'd have been Man U. They'd have won it about 8 years in a row. Something stupid. Wenger changed it.
And that rivalry between Man United versus another fine. Yeah.
Have we got a yellow card?
Yeah. Oh, we'd need him. That'd be a red. It's a second offence. And that rivalry between Man United and Arsenal was so good for those years because of Wenger.
I think the kind of the way to sum up the whole Wenger thing is he's had an invincible season, and no other manager in the world can say that. I think he's managed the most. No, in the Premier League.
Yeah.
We're talking about the Premier League's greatest managers.
Sorry, I do apologise.
And I think he's managed the most amount of Premier League games ever, hasn't he, Arsene Wenger?
And I also do think that the fact that he managed to get top 4 for Arsenal for so many years with the team that he had, like, let's be honest, towards the latter stages of his Arsenal career, that team was not a good side. I remember looking at a team and him having Andre Santos at left back. He had, like I say, Shamak up front.
Benayoun, although Benayoun was a great player.
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
No, but they got him in from
was a great player. But you're right.
From Chelsea.
Yeah,
they were just getting all.
So they got all the Chelsea
rejects.
The reason why I've
gone, let's backtrack to Klopp. The reason why I've gone Klopp over Mourinho.
Oh yes.
For me, and it's a really, really tough one. This one, he's won the Champions League. He's won the Champions League, and I think what he's done to Liverpool, he's stayed there, the longevity, how much he's kind of just completely transformed that whole football club into winners.
How much money they spent?
I mean, yeah, but I'm sure Chelsea spent a lot of money at that particular time.
Yeah, you're right.
Under Mourinho.
Yeah, you are right.
And I think if it wasn't for the Man City juggernaut, I think Liverpool would have had more Premier League titles as well. I think it's a really interesting one. You could debate Mourinho or Klopp. You could debate it all night, really. But I've just put Klopp ahead of him because Mourinho never won the Champions League with Chelsea or Man United.
I'll be honest as well. I think probably the reason Klopp is fifth for probably some people over Mourinho is just the likability factor. I don't think many people like Klopp, whereas Mourinho is quite a...
He was a breath of fresh air to the Premier League, wasn't he, Mourinho?
Yeah, and
he came in and
he's just he's cool, isn't he? He's just the guy that comes in.
And what did Klopp call himself? When he said that, when he came in, he called himself the normal one.
And he just, I don't think, unless you're a Liverpool fan, listen, I think if you're a Liverpool fan, he's fantastic, similar to what Bielsa was with us for Leeds. But if you're any other fan of a club,
I can't believe you put Bielsa.
I know, that's fantastic. I love it.
Who's missed out? Have you got no Jose?
Klopp. You got rid of Klopp.
What was it you said in the first episode? Don't dislike anyone.
I don't dislike anyone. I'm a nice guy. Judge people on merit. There you go.
Full top 2.
Moving on.
I've gone Pep, number 2, and I've gone Fergie.
Wow.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
You put Fergie number 1 over Pep.
Grow
Yeah.
up.
Pep is the greatest manager of all time ever.
Up, mate.
Have you
Are you actually serious right now?
Have you put Pep number 1?
Pep Guardiola is number 1.
Ferguson?
Pep Guardiola is
No.
number
No.
1.
You can tell you're a youngster.
He's got 115
You can tell you were there in the
targets
day,
for
Pep
the
Guardiola is the best manager in the history of football.
Jack, when you were around,
I will die on this hill.
when you were around in the 90s and you were watching football in the 90s, you were watching Man United dominate. As people were watching, who was similar age to us, watching that Man United team, it's not even up for debate. It's not even up for debate.
Pep is not better than Fergie.
You're going to get pelted.
In the
I don't agree. In the Premier League,
How many Premier League
Ferguson.
titles has Guardiola got?
5, 6.
Yeah. How many?
But how long's Pep Guardiola been there for? How long was Fergie at Man United for?
Look, I think Pep Guardiola has completely changed football and how it's played. Every single team across the world
Exactly.
plays football differently. But Sir Alex Ferguson is the greatest manager in the Premier League.
Fergie changed with the time.
Yeah.
I'm not a Man United fan by it, but he changed with the times. He won the league in '93 and he won the league in 2011.
The reason I've gone Pep is because I genuinely had this conversation with my friends in the airport yesterday, the top 5 managers of all time, and the Man United fans said that Pep is better than Fergie.
How old are they?
Well, they're wrong.
4.
No, but I'm saying if they've not seen Man United in the 90s and they're used to seeing Man United there, then I can see why they're doing
Even
that.
the noughties, look at the teams that Man United were fielding and winning. Like they were playing such poor players
13
in the
league
team.
titles with the likes of Michael Carrick and Darren Fletcher in
exactly.
midfield.
Oh, that's a bit harsh for Michael.
I was going to
that
say,
lineup
they're
might
not
be
bad
harsh.
footballers. Michael Carrick is...
What, compared to Rodri and De Bruyne?
Yeah, but it's different eras. The way that they play football, like Bill just said, football's changed now. If you put Rodri in playing against them lot back then, he's probably not going to be as good as he is in this situation now with Pep as his manager.
Pep Guardiola, you could argue, is the most influential football manager that's ever lived in terms of what he's
to make him the
done,
best.
In terms of influential football manager across the whole world. In terms of what he's done football, you've got we've got Crawley playing out from the back, playing exactly what Pep has just completely done with Barcelona when he first started. But in terms of achievements and the best manager in the Premier League, Sir Alex Ferguson will always be number 1, I think.
Really?
Yeah,
Pep could stay on and win
ridiculous
13
team.
titles, and he still wouldn't be as good as Fergie. Because
But you've just said there, he has changed.
No.
He's absolutely changed the world of football from the top divisions to literally like step 6 that I play.
Oh,
in. We play out from the back because of the way he plays football. How can he not... I just don't get that. How can he not be the best manager ever?
Because
he's changed the way that football is.
Like I said, titles from '93 all the way up to the 2000s. He's completely he got rid of players at their peak. He got rid of Roy Keane. He got rid of Beckham. He got rid of these players who people couldn't believe that even considering getting rid of. He must have rebuilt that team 4, 5 different kind of waves of players, and he still kept on winning. It's just the achievements of what he did.
He handled every aspect. He handled the players, the media, the referees, everything. You can say Pep can, but
okay.
Pep
So if the question,
then
all right, let me just quickly change the question. If it was of all time, not Premier League, of all time, are you still saying Fergie?
What do you mean across different leagues?
Across everything in football, across all leagues, all competitions, he's still saying Fergie.
I don't think Alex Ferguson is the best manager ever in the history of football. No.
So who is?
Well, I need a little bit more time to.
I think
Pep Guardiola.
I think
Sir Alex is the best manager of all time.
I think if the question is who's the best manager of all time, I think Pep is probably higher than Sir Alex Ferguson on that question.
I disagree.
Because the stuff he's done for Barcelona, the stuff he's done for Bayern Munich, the Champions Leagues he's won. But if you ask me who's the best manager in the Premier League history, it's Sir Alex Ferguson.
I agree.
Okay. Well, listen.
Well, put it in the comments.
Yeah, I was about to say,
yes.
Let us know what your thoughts are. Maybe it is my youth.
I think it is, yeah. I think if you were there seeing Man United dominate from much they did. Right, yeah, in the comments, let's see. Who do you think
black and white TVs back with you two.
Yeah.
Walked up the stairs with Zimmer frames,
I was going to make a joke. I was going to make a joke of teletext, and I realised that's actually how I actually watched the scores.
I remember being about 6 or 7 and my dad on the teletext. Yeah. I genuinely remember that.
You have to wait for page 3 to come back round and see if your goal's gone in. In the comments. So let us know what you think. Who is higher out of Mourinho and Klopp? Who would you rate higher out of those two? And who's higher out of Pep and Sir Alex?
Yes,
I think
like
we'll put in Wenger.
Yeah,
put Wenger in third.
Wenger is third.
I think so. We've got some letters. We've had a letter back come in.
We have, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, they're not just letters; they're lovely little cards that Caden's put together. Caden, hello. Have you got your mic on, Caden?
Hello. I thought we were doing the quiz, so I'm here.
Oh, okay.
We're doing letters.
Yeah, we'll do the letters. But Caden, you can jump off quickly if you want to. But this is fantastic work, mate. So well done to you.
Mate. Appreciate that.
Some letters, have come in from our fantastic listeners. Bill, do you want to do yours first?
Yeah, I've had a few people get in touch. Yeah, thank you very much. If you want to get in touch this week, we'll try and read it out next week. We've got another top pod boy smashing it. That Havertz shout and the octopus would have raised Carlo's eyebrows. It was shocking.
I agree. Yep.
And that's from Ash.
Ash's dad.
And then there is one saying, P.S., a message for Ash. This isn't written from you.
Go on.
A message for Ash. It's good to see your knowledge of football has vastly expanded.
There you go.
And this is from Richard Newton. He's asked a question saying, who do you think has been the worst player at your club during the time you've been a supporter? Who's been the worst Shrewsbury player ever, Tom?
The name that springs to my mind is Luke Waterfall. And I'm sorry if you're listening.
What? The one who's at Grimsby and Lincoln?
Possibly.
Centre half?
Yeah.
I thought he was brilliant.
No.
Waterfall.
He's probably playing at a lower standard to you now, to be honest.
No, he's not. He was at Grimsby.
He was so out of it. He was so out of it. The amount of mistakes he made that led to goals at Shrewsbury,
Wow, I'll be honest with you. I thought I would have no idea who this person was going to be, but
I'm really surprised. I think you're pretending that you do know.
No, I do. The only reason I know is because he was at Lincoln. I'm sure he was at Lincoln and Grimsby.
He could have been.
And when Grimsby got promoted, last season or season before, from Conference to League 2, he was the captain. I'm sure he was. I think you're doing disjustice to Luke Waterfall there. I could be so wrong.
As a Shrewsbury Town fan, that is the name that first comes to my mind. Just from the amount that.
Quick leads one.
Oh, yeah.
Lasogga.
Sorry, Luke.
Lasogga. Lasogga got about, He had a bit of strength, got about, could hit a ball.
Lasogga. There's a video on Twitter that's just absolutely world class.
I think I've seen a lot of bad players of these. I would not put Lasogga in there.
Lasogga was not.
I mean, it's got to be Jean-Kevin Augustin, hasn't it? The
worst
player ever in the history of Leeds United.
Yeah, but he wasn't the worst. I don't know if he was worst player. He was just worst signing.
Okay, worst player.
He was at Leipzig.
If you're just doing players, worst player for me was Noel Hunt. Sorry, Noel.
He was about a bit as well, wasn't he? When he at Reading.
Yeah. He's had a good career.
Yeah.
I'd stick up there. Jimmy Kebe. Do you remember we got him?
He was
he was not all right. We got him thinking he's a pacey winger. He knocked the ball about 30 yards in front of him. Where's he off?
I think there's actually quite a lot at least.
Never get the ball back.
Which is the problem.
Have you guys got a question?
Yes, we do. Question from Will Miller. What would you say is the biggest rivalry in the Premier League and why?
That's a good question. Can I say what my favourite rivalry is?
Go on.
My favourite rivalry, without doubt, is Newcastle-Sunderland.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of hatred there. You're not messing around with that rivalry.
They played each other in the FA Cup this year, didn't they? Yeah. And that was good.
I do miss that match because there's no love lost there. It feels like a proper... Like Norwich-Ipswich. You've got they don't like each other, whatever else. I'm sure there probably is, but to the outsider, the Tyne-Wear derby is my favourite.
And Di Canio, there's been some historical moments in that.
Shearer,
the knee slide.
The penalty.
Yes.
Pouring rain, yeah.
I like that shout. I like North London derby. I tell you what I do like recently, Chelsea-Spurs. Chelsea-Spurs has been a good rivalry.
It's a bit of a nothing derby.
Battle of the Bridge, yeah. Maybe it's just because from that game, it really sparked a hatred.
As a game to watch, it's always
what was
a
it
good
this season where they were fighting in the FA Cup? Was that West Brom?
West Brom Wolves.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's got bad blood.
I think a lot of people, including myself this year, went, God, I didn't know you guys hated each other so much.
They do. Yeah. And they shout before the start of the games. They tell each other to F off, don't they? There's a shout where they go, F off Wolves, F off West Brom. And they did it against each other. It was superb. It was so good.
There's a proper hatred there. Another good one is West Ham Millwall.
Yeah.
West Ham Millwall.
When was the last time that was played?
They were in the cup. They were in the cup. Like 2 or 3.
Was it?
Played each other, yeah.
Premier League as well. Man United, Liverpool. Always a good one.
Yeah. It's a bit overdone now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But and the gap.
I think Rangers Celtic.
Yeah, but it's not Premier League.
Rangers Celtic is number one, isn't it? I'd say out of everything. Who's Shrewsbury's big rivals?
Wrexham, innit?
Nah, they're a small side.
Okay. I think you played them next year.
Yeah.
#Wrexham. Let's watch
Paul Mullins is going to be having you out.
Well, the thing is, Shrewsbury's in the middle of
I wanna see
absolutely
him
nowhere,
reply.
so it's hard to call anyone our rivals, really. But I think Wrexham's probably closest we've got right now. So
Okay, so Premier League one then. Let's have one Premier League one.
I mean, can you have Newcastle and London? Or are they not? What do you mean, ones that are now?
Two
Let's
sides-
do now.
two
Let's do
sides
now.
of the
Let's do
Premier
now.
League.
I'd do North London derby.
I think that's
personally.
probably
Not
I'd
Everton,
agree.
Liverpool. Like the fans, from a fan's
The
perspective.
thing is
that's always
you need a bit of rivalry where the teams are in a similar position to
Yes.
each other. I think, and kind of fighting for the same things.
Yeah.
So I think North London rivalry. I think kind of hit that. I think it's been a particularly good one this year. That
Yeah,
rivalry this
I mean,
season.
I know they're not in. We aren't in at the moment, but Leeds Man United in recent times again, that's been reignited.
On both
since,
sides.
Yeah.
Do you know what the most? I'm trying to pick my words wisely here. The most interesting derby that no one really ever remembers, but the two teams hate each other. Palace-Brighton.
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 Yeah.
Do you see exactly?
Is it called the M something derby?
M something derby.
We said that
It's
in the
called.
exact same time.
I don't know what the roads are down there.
But yeah, I am aware of that. But I didn't know they hated each other that much.
They do hate each other.
Palace's number one rivals in the world, I'd say, were Brighton and vice versa.
I feel like it's a
massive
bit of
derby.
a forced rivalry.
No, because I thought this. Palace and Brighton. If any Palace and Brighton fans watching, I thought this was a forced rivalry. It's not. This is genuinely.
Wow.
They hate each other. It's genuinely there's trouble.
Didn't
and
Glenn
rivalry.
Murray play for both of them?
Good shout. I think Glenn Murray did play for both of them.
100%.
Who's he hated by more?
Who does he support more?
No,
I'm
Brighton-
sure he
Brighton
went.
love him.
I was going to say, I'm sure he went to Brighton. Was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's more known for Brighton. I think
Yeah.
he got like 30 odd goals.
Yeah,
in
he
the
did.
Championship,
He
didn't
did. Yeah. So he must
They
be.
they do hold a grudge on him for it though.
Palace or Brighton?
Brighton do, yeah.
Do they?
Going to Palace.
Just because he went to Palace, yeah.
But he was at Palace before Brighton, wasn't he? Well, I'm sure he was. I'm sure he was at
I
Palace.
thought he retired at Brighton, but I might be
Yeah,
wrong.
I thought
I'll tell you
that.
another good one as well.
I think he went to Palace and then came back to Brighton.
Did he?
He just loves that
Um,
M road that nobody knows the name of.
Southampton Portsmouth is always
Yeah, that's a good
There's always
derby.
another good one.
Yeah,
You don't get to
They
see
be
it
in-
much.
could. Yeah,
Could
they
be
will.
the same,
There will
same
be.
league.
Oh,
Well,
of course, yeah, I not thought that. Yeah,
Will
yeah,
be.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, hopefully.
Will be speaking into
Um,
existence.
No, yeah, thanks, Will. That was a good question.
Yeah,
Thanks,
brilliant
Will.
question.
Oh, we've done the letters. Do you want to do the giveaway?
Yeah, let's do the giveaway. Should we announce the winner for last week's giveaway first of all?
We're gonna draw the winner.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
Oh,
draw
sorry.
the winner. I've got a cup here. We've got the
Let's announce the winner.
we've got the football prizes mug here with all the names in from the people that entered the giveaway last week. They commented Diaz, Diaz. Diaz, you want? Oh, you're recording
Yes.
it.
I
Nice,
think so.
Caden.
Can we get it?
Wow, look
Yeah,
at
come
that.
grab it.
What's he doing?
He's going to record me pulling
Thank you.
second camera. So we
Can't
know
have
we're
any
cheating.
legitimacy issues.
Come on, Bill.
Sorry, yeah.
Come on, shoot it on me. Yeah.
2 camera setup at football.
I'm
Prize.
gonna step out of this giveaway part and just leave you guys.
I'm looking in. Oh,
Press-
yeah.
got-
Press,
Got to press record, mate.
It's the red button, actually.
The winner is.
The big red button
Do it
at the
again.
bottom, please, mate. Right, I'm going to put my hand in.
take two.
I'm not sure how many people commented. There's about 20 people entered, I
Yeah,
think.
big thanks. So this is the Luis Diaz signed Liverpool print.
Yes.
that
If
we
you
gave
want
away
to
last
be in the
episode.
chance of winning next time, make sure you do leave your comments.
Yeah, we'll announce the giveaway next
Who have we got?
for this week, straight after this. The winner is Jamie Oakley, 1861. God, you're old, Jamie.
Hey.
1861. About 170 years old, Jamie. Well done. You're still
Well done,
kicking.
Jamie.
Well done, Jamie. Superb, mate. You've won the Diaz print. This week's giveaway. This week's go on. Good hands, keeper. This week's giveaway is going to be what I've got down to the left of me now. This one is very good, actually. It's going to be a Lazio shirt with Mr. Paul Gascoigne on the back. Gaza, why am I holding?
It's on.
To anyone listening on Spotify, Jack's in a bit of a
We've got to stay like that for the quiz
There we
now.
go, right, there we go, that's better. I have no idea how I got into that position. But yeah, the signed Gaza shirt for Lazio.
From a private signing.
A private
Yes,
signing.
Gaza
we
was
added in
here.
there.
Gaza was in this very building. He came and did a private signing with us a good few months ago. He was on top form. Great to have him here. And yeah, we're going to be giving away a signed Gaza shirt to a lucky winner.
Comments.
And Bill, what do they need to comment to win?
Let's
this
have
Lazio
them
shirt?
comment Gaza.
Why is that?
Let's have them comment.
That's out there.
I was going to ask. I'm going to try and do something else as well, so they have to kind of Gaza and their
Gaza's
initials.
fitting.
But I'll just
I
do
like
Gaza.
Gaza.
I like Gaza.
Just Gaza. Comment in the YouTube comments below with Gaza. Again, we'll put everybody's name into Caden's cup.
That is GAZZA.
Thanks,
you
Tom.
for that, Tom. Yeah.
Tom, there you go, Tom.
Always useful.
There you go. And
Caden's laughing behind the camera right now.
And,
In all fairness, that's actually not a bad shout.
It's
Because
a really good shout.
me and Caden went to Bradford to Valley Parade to do some videos before a game, and someone had written on a wall, Gaza is in the Palestine, and Kaden went, why is Gaza on the wall over there?
Didn't know he played for Bradford.
So you laugh at Tom, but in actual fact, that's not a bad shout from Tom. So yeah, comment Gaza to be with a chance, people.
Yes, I will give that. Why is Gaza playing for Bradford? Quiz time.
Quiz.
What's the scores at the doors?
Come on, Ash.
By the way,
Come on,
what's
Ash.
the scores at the doors so far?
We're currently standing at 2-0, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry,
You didn't need that reminder.
Confidence there, kid. 2-0, right?
Right? Yeah.
Look. If we get a third now, it's curtains, really, isn't it?
It's a long way back. But listen, 2-1's a dangerous scoreline.
3-0's even worse.
Yeah, but yeah.
Right, should we do buzzers? Should we do buzzers? Let's see
Test the buzzers.
Let's see buzzers.
Test the buzzers. Great buzzer. Great buzzer.
So good, that buzzer. So good.
Winner's buzzer.
Caden, this week's quiz is being written by...
It's Seb Short again.
Thanks, Seb.
Friends
Seb.
from Cheese Room Podcast.
Cheese Room Podcast, yeah.
Cheese Room Podcast, yeah. It's very similar to the last one he did in that it's like 5 questions at the start, 1 question for some people, and then kind of 8 later on. It all evens out. And then we've got a buzzer round, and then we've got another one of those Who Am I? So first clues worth 5 points and so on, all the way down to 1.
Let's do it.
And then we've got a tiebreaker if needed.
Perfect.
Not needed.
Come on, Ash.
Right, so the first one is for Bill.
Come on, Bill.
Here we go. It's,
Dum dum dum.
It says... It says squad numbers. Can you name numbers 1 to 5 for Liverpool?
Oh, I could do this.
Yeah. Am I allowed to help here?
No, not until... no, you can't.
I think I know all of them.
Oh, well, that's really, really annoying, isn't it? So this is Tom's question.
No, this is yours.
Have you got all 5 here?
I've got all 5.
5 is Konate.
Right, I've got that, yeah.
4 is Van Dijk.
Yes.
Right, those 2 I'm in.
Come on.
Yeah?
Come on.
Right. 1 is Alisson Becker. I thought you might have kind of thrown me, but it is Becker, isn't it?
Yeah.
1 is
Bill, if you don't know, you're just going to have to pass.
2 is Gomez, 3 is Matip.
Okay.
2 is Gomez. 2 is
Yeah.
Gomez.
Got that right, I've got
But
lucky
3 is...
I believe you got one
3
wrong.
is Endo.
Yes, correct.
3 is Endo.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
So we
Enjoy
get a
that.
point there.
With Van Dijk and
Yeah,
Gomez at the start.
I'll be honest
I'll
with
take
you.
that.
When you said Gomez at 3, I thought, we're going to get 2 here. But you've rescued it there.
Yeah.
And he said Van Dijk at 5 as well.
I think
That's-
Endo
No,
I
was the hardest.
didn't. I think you said Van Dijk at 4 twice.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
But no, I will take that.
So we got a point there.
Did not enjoy that question.
Yeah, I
Endo
did,
was
yeah.
the hardest.
Yeah.
Well done,
I got all
Endo.
5.
Endo's
Yeah.
a great shout.
And Joe, the only reason I did it is because we did it for a video, and I said squad numbers, and number 3 was Endo. So that's why.
Yeah, so you've got a bit of experience with this.
Jack's next. It says, rewind 2 seasons. 5 of the players who finished in the top 10 goal scorers list didn't play for the Premier League team this season. Who are they?
Ooh. What? Quite a good question.
5 players in the top 10 that transferred.
No, you can do this.
Ronaldo, Mane, Harry Kane.
There's 2 more.
Mahrez maybe. I'm gonna go Mahrez.
Yeah, come on, one more. Come on, let's bust it off.
And
Come on.
let's go Bobby Firmino. That's such a bad shout.
Okay, that's 3 correct. The first 3 correct.
Right. Last 2, yeah, I'll take 3. And we got 4.
Can we talk? We can talk this through.
Yeah,
we can talk it
'cause
through.
it's a
Yeah.
steal.
Tom, we've
So the 3 names we've got are Jamie Vardy,
Jamie
Sergio
Vardy.
Aguero, and Aubameyang.
Seasons.
I think that was.
Yeah, and
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to wait for a final answer.
It'll be 2 of them, I think.
I think we go Aguero and Vardy.
Let's lock it in.
I don't think are they right?
You have Vardy, but you don't have where it's Zaha.
Wilfred Zaha.
Yeah.
Wow.
That.
Yeah.
Has
Wow.
Aguero been gone 3 years now? Hasn't
Yeah, I didn't think Aguero was there. Yeah,
Good shout.
Fair enough.
That was a great question.
Vardy is a
question,
great
Seb.
shout. Yeah.
Great question.
I mean, a lot tougher than theirs, Seb, but that's all right, mate.
Endo.
Yeah.
So what's that? 5-4 to us?
Yep, 5-4 to you guys, and then...
Oh no! Sorry, no.
4-3, innit?
4 all.
No, yeah, it's 4 all because we got one
You've
of
got Endo,
yours.
you've got
Come on, kid.
Oh,
Get
no,
I've
counted.
got, I've got
It's 5-4.
5-4.
It's 5-4.
I've got
Yeah.
5-4.
5-4 is
Jesus
right.
Christ, guys.
5-4 is correct.
Interfering.
Sorry, Gaden.
Sorry, producer.
Right, next one for Tom.
Hello.
If the Premier League table only went from the halfway point, all 3 relegated teams would still be relegated. But who would finish 4th from the bottom? Worth 1 point, by the way.
I feel like the obvious answer would be Forest, but I don't think it would be the question if it was Forest. So I really want to say Spurs. So I'm going to lock in Spurs.
Locking in Spurs. That is incorrect. Chance
Are we
to
going to go with
steal.
what we said?
We think. Should we go Brentford?
Brentford.
We think Brentford.
Don't say the answer if it is, because if it's not
Brentford?
All right, okay. It's not Brentford.
I'm between 2, so I know this counts for nothing.
Yeah.
I did say.
Do you know what
I said Man
thinking?
United.
Do you know, Man United. Do you know what else I was thinking of? West Ham.
Yeah, potentially. I wrote down Man United.
I thought West Ham, Man United. If it's Man United, that is shocking. I was locking in West Ham.
You're looking at West Ham. Do you want to hear the correct answer?
Yeah.
Brighton.
Brighton.
Really?
Deserby. Told you, didn't I? Bloody know it.
Oh, is it really? Brighton?
Wow. Brighton struggled
Wow,
big time.
Good question.
They seem to still win.
That's why he's gone. That's why he's gone.
Wow.
Fair
Right,
enough.
next one.
Yeah, no points anywhere there. Last question for round 1 is for Ash. Which team has netted the least in that same period, finding the net just 16 times?
Have you just learned how to read?
To be honest, I'm
a difficult worded question. It's quite
Yeah,
a
I don't know what
difficult
the hell's
worded
going on
question,
with this
Finding
one.
the net.
Very
16
You could have worded
times.
that slightly differently, I think.
Yeah.
I think, so you mean from the halfway point, who's netted the least amount of goals at 16
It's the
goals?
word
Is that
netted
right?
that-
Netted, I'm like, what the
Yeah,
hell's
he
going on
scored.
there? I hate that.
Who
Where's
scored?
where's he from, Seb?
London.
London.
Yeah.
He's
He's
netted
coming-
a word
he's
there.
coming-
Yeah,
for
it
you,
means
Seb.
scored. He just means
I
scored.
don't like it.
Yeah. Who scored the least amount of goals from the halfway point?
Is that excluding the bottom 3?
No, I don't
What
think
do
so.
I know?
Yeah, I think
I
it's
don't
just.
think it is.
Do you want me to read it in English?
So harsh on Seb. Really good question, these.
Which team has scored the least in the same period, finding the net just 16 times?
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to go Sheffield United, if you can include the bottom 3.
That's incorrect. Chance to steal.
I wasn't sure about what the question is.
It's got to be just who scored the least amount of goals since the halfway point. I don't know.
I think we go for Everton.
I
You've
think
gone
that could
Fulham.
be the right answer. No, I like
Fulham, Forest,
Yeah,
Man
let's lock it in.
United. Let's go
Everton.
Everton.
It is Everton.
Come on, what?
Do you know what? You deserve that. That is so funny. That.
We'll check Sheffield
Yeah,
United.
we're gonna have to check Sheffield United after this quiz to make sure the question's right. But that is a great shout. So fair play.
Yeah.
I started talking it through.
That was so funny.
I think they never scored a goal, did they?
That's just so funny. You just pulled that out of thin air and got it right. Honestly, fair play, Bill. That's
What's
brilliant.
that? 6?
It is 6-4, yeah.
Oh, God.
It's all right. It's all right.
We're back to Bill for his second question. During the actual season, example from match day 1 to yesterday, with a new manager actually taking charge of a game, how many teams changed their manager?
What, across the whole season?
Yeah, I think so.
How many different teams changed the manager?
And you're on
Yeah.
the clock.
So, is the question just how many teams changed the manager
How
from
many
first game
teams?
to last game?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
go through all 20, I reckon.
Hang on a minute. He can't just start writing them down. He's had ages on this. It's a 1 point question.
5. It's a guess.
5 is incorrect.
Yeah, I think it's like 2 or 3.
I only get
Sheffield United, Forest. That's it. What other clubs are there in the Premier League? Man United, no, they haven't. City, no, they haven't. Liverpool, no, they haven't. Luton, no, they haven't. Should we just go 2? 2.
No, it's 3.
Palace.
Do you want to hear the
Palace.
place? Yeah, it is Palace. Yeah.
That is a
Fair
great
enough.
stat. 3 teams have changed the manager this
That's
season.
crazy.
That's good.
I started going through the list and I couldn't find any for ages in my head.
Flaming heck.
Back to Jack for his second question. Question.
Come on.
Who finished the season in 12th place?
Oh. Palace were 10th. Brighton. Is it Brighton?
That wasn't the question, Jack.
Thanks, Tom.
Wolves.
Incorrect.
Oh, shh.
I think Brighton were 11th.
Should we go with that? Should we go where I said?
Yeah. I'm just thinking. I think West Ham were 9th, you know.
West Ham
Okay,
9th.
come on, mate.
Yeah, let's
I
get an
think-
answer.
I reckon Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
We'll go Bournemouth.
That's correct.
For God's sake.
Light work. Right
I thought Bournemouth were higher.
We're running away with it
Christ.
again, lads.
I thought
I think
Bournemouth
they
were
dropped off a
higher.
little bit, didn't they?
What's the score?
7-4. Yeah, but this one could be a big...
Have you ever been leading at any point?
No.
Oh,
No, I meant across all 3 episodes.
The Sheffield United of Offsiders quizzes.
We're all right. Or it could be the Istanbul at 3-0.
We'll see, won't we?
Yeah, it won't be.
You
Katie,
admitting
go on.
defeat already?
No.
The next two, 8 points each. Tom,
Hello.
8 players were nominated for Young Player of the Year. Name them.
8.
8.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
Good chances to steal though on this one.
So we've got the winner, Cole Palmer.
That's a tough question.
Chuck us your pen, Bill.
We'll go Kobbie Mainoo. City. Would anyone be? It's 23 and under, isn't it? I'm assuming Foden. I know Foden's 23, but I'm assuming because he won Player of the Year that he won't have been a young nominee. So I'm going to leave that for now. How old's Saka?
Just say.
I'll say Saka.
8 to get through.
We'll say
I'd just
Saka.
some
Is that
players.
3 I've said so far?
I'd just say some players. Here.
Saka. Duran. I'll say Duran.
Duran.
Duran. I mean, he nearly is called Duran.
Hoyland.
Yeah, good shout.
How old's Mateta?
He's bald, mate.
How old?
Elise. That's I feel like he might be over, but we'll go for it. Michael Elise. Eze.
Yeah.
How old's Doku? We'll go Jeremy Doku. Don't know how old he is. Erling Haaland. Is he still under 23? We'll go Erling Haaland as well. There you go. There's your 8, mate.
Okay, you've got 4.
I think that's
Really?
okay. You know, I think 4's all right. That's a hard question.
Right, okay, so who's he got?
I was going to say this. Right,
Surely
we'll have to agree now. Do I tell them
Yeah, you do.
who you got right?
Yeah.
Did we do that for?
Yeah, I'm sure we did.
Well, so there's another 8-pointer coming up, so
Right, there you go
they
then.
can do the same thing.
Yeah, go on
It
then.
doesn't make a difference though, does it?
Go
We
for
already
it.
worked this out, didn't we?
Oh no, yeah.
If you know or not.
Who was right?
Go on then.
So Saka, Haaland, Mainoo, and Palmer are correct.
Okay.
Did he say Foden?
I don't know if I'm allowed to confirm this. Or
Well,
yes.
I don't think
You
he did.
keep that to
We didn't
yourself.
You didn't say
Foden.
Foden, right? Yeah.
I would've said-
Obviously, he's young. Why did you say Foden?
Because he won Player of the Year.
Right, so
But he is
said
23. Yeah, no,
Elise,
that was
so
stupid.
He's not right. So get rid of him. He said Palmer. Get rid of him.
I think it was a tough.
Saka, he said. So get rid of him. Semenyo. I'm sure Semenyo. I'm sure for some reason. He said Mainoo. Mainoo was in there. So we've got Foden, Elliott, Gibbs, White, Semenyo, and Muniz. I think Muniz is in there because he got Player of the Month.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
And he's young, so I'm going to go Muniz. Foden, obviously. I think
There's
Semenyo.
a Man United bias.
I might have gone back.
Yeah,
Do you think Hoyland could be?
I think he said Hoyland. He said
Did he
Hoyland.
say
I'm sure he
Hoyland?
did, yeah.
Did he say
I'm sure he said
Hoyland?
Hoyland. He said both.
Garnacho. But he's
Oh, no, he's not had a good season.
he just won goal of the.
Yeah, but he's not.
Yeah, but they just.
Do you want to throw him in?
I'd
Okay, so what we're saying? Foden, I think Semenyo, Muniz, and Garnacho. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, with honourable mentions for Elliott and Gibbs White.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, right. We're going to go Foden, Semenyo, Muniz, and Garnacho.
So the only one you got there was Foden.
I've not had a guess on these.
Yeah, you can do if you want.
Is that Anthony Gordon there?
Don't.
Is he
really?
not there?
No.
Wow. Who is it then?
You ready?
Yeah.
Saliba, Udogie, Isak.
Isak, wow. Adobe,
Fair enough.
Wow.
Wouldn't have thought then.
Well, there's a lot of honourable mentions there. I thought Semenyo was in for some reason.
We'll
I
take
thought I'd
one.
seen him. Yeah, we'll take
take
one,
one.
yeah.
Was that one Foden?
Yeah.
I feel like I bottled that.
Yeah, you haven't. You got Player of the Year.
Yeah.
No, I
for
can
some
see-
reason I thought that made him.
Well done on Haaland, though. 'Cause I think
Haaland's
I'd
good
have
shout.
forgotten.
Current
Ah.
scores are 11-5 to you guys.
Come on. We can
I
get some here back.
I wouldn't have said Haaland.
I wouldn't have said
I wouldn't have said
forgot
Haaland.
about him.
Come on.
Come on then.
Yeah, this one is for Ash.
Yes.
Again with 8 points. Sheffield United and Burnley managed just 8 wins between them. Name the teams they beat. 3 clubs appear twice, and you need to call twice to get the 2 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Burnley and Sheffield United together had 8 wins.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
All right. West Ham 2, Luton 2, Palace 2, and then Sheffield United Burnley. Do
Okay.
you know something that's wrong there?
I think, yeah.
You've
that's a
got
couple that are wrong.
3 correct
Out of 8.
Yeah.
out of 8.
Right, so Burnley did the double over Sheffield
Do you want to
United.
hear what they got right?
Yes, please.
They got Luton right twice, and they said Sheffield as well.
Right. So there's 2 Sheffields.
Yeah, because Burnley did the double over Sheffield United.
So there's one more Sheffield United, so that's one.
Did they?
I think so.
Yeah, they did.
Are we doing one
Nah,
or two?
I'm not
It was like
Not talking to you.
Oh, sorry.
Not talking to you. Not interested.
Everton have definitely.
I think Everton could be in twice.
Okay.
Who do you think beat Everton?
We need 5 more.
I think,
No, 2.
Yes.
I'm not
Yeah.
So
5
2 more after that.
Yeah.
I would say Fulham and Brentford. I'm pretty sure they drew to Chelsea.
I'm sure Fulham. Did Burnley beat Chelsea?
I could have
at
sworn they
Stamford
drew.
Bridge? Because I thought they beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge.
I remember that.
It was a draw,
Because
wasn't
Burnley went down to 10 men and they still equalised.
it? Fine, we're calling it a draw.
I'm pretty sure it
Right,
was a
so
draw.
we've got one more Sheffield United, next Sheffield United. We've got 2 Evertons. We've got Fulham.
I reckon.
And then we've got
Brentford.
a choice of our last ones between Brentford, Chelsea, and Forest. And I agree, Brentford.
Yeah.
Okay,
Are
so
we going with
that's
that?
So we're going to go Sheffield United, 2 Evertons, a Fulham, and a Brentford.
So what you did get there,
Please tell me Chelsea aren't in there because I've just.
they're not in there.
Oh,
so
thank God.
you've got Sheffield United again.
Yeah.
You've got Fulham.
Yeah.
Brentford was actually twice,
Oh.
not the once. And then there was Wolves.
Everton weren't in there.
Everton's not even in there.
So what do you get for that 3?
3.
Yeah, 3.
And we got 3. That wasn't too bad then. I'll take 3. I'll take 3 after that.
You're 6
know.
behind.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, but we didn't go any further behind.
No, well done.
It was your question.
That was a tricky one.
It was a tricky one.
Right, we're now on to fastest finger. Get your buzzers ready by the
Hey.
microphones.
What's the score?
I'm sure we're 6 down.
Current
You can only
score
get
is 14-8.
5. I don't think we can win.
How many buzzer questions are there?
We can't.
There are
They can get it wrong. We'll lose a point. We get
4, and the Who Am I.
Oh right, okay. So
Who am I?
Who am I?
There is
Yeah, there
worth
is a
it.
lot. Okay, come on,
Yeah.
come on, Ashley.
Who-
5
Am I-
points.
Oh, yeah,
5
of
points.
course.
Which player has 2 legs?
Oscar Pistorius.
Yeah. Right, remember to click them right by your microphone as well.
Yeah.
Go on.
Right, it's the fastest finger first round. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's the right. I'm sorry. I'm starting again. It's the buzzer round. We
Keep that in.
You've got to keep this in.
that's fine.
Come on, buddy.
Right, sorry. It's the buzzer round. We're on to question 1. Which club did Oliver Glasner manage before he joined Crystal Palace?
Frankfurt.
It was Frankfurt.
Get in.
Well done.
Get in. I was going to say that before, as soon as you said Oliver Glasner.
Well
But
done.
I thought let's just make sure. What nationality is he?
Frankfurt. Proud of you, buddy.
Question 2. How many league titles does Pep Guardiola have across his managerial
No,
career?
don't finish it off. When the buzzer goes, you've got to stay quiet.
Premier League titles.
No. He said, how many titles did Pep Guardiola have?
League
And then you
titles.
buzzed in.
Said how many Premier League titles?
League.
What was the question?
You know I'm right,
Premier
Caden.
League.
No. You said.
No,
he said,
you are right. You are right.
He said, how many titles
I
does
carried
Pep
on
Guardiola
talking.
have? And then you buzzed
And he
in.
said across his whole career.
He didn't say.
But he knows the next time. not
Yeah,
to
you
do
are
that.
right. You are
He
right.
didn't say Premier League. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I
No,
think.
this is buzzer.
Yeah, okay, all right.
it's
I'm
two.
just going to guess then. I'm just going to guess then. 9.
11.
They can steal.
Did you steal on this one? Hang on a minute. I thought you only lost points on this one.
Yeah, and you can steal.
You lose a point and then
God.
they steal the point.
Oh, sorry. Results over. Don't worry. Results
Okay.
over.
Ignore that one.
Your miles are red
You
as well.
buzzed
to
and
be fair.
went, right, I'm going to settle into this.
Question 3. Which team fielded the youngest Premier League player this season, and who was he? This one's worth 2 points, it says.
Ooh. Does that mean it's -2 if we buzz?
Yeah, I think
I would say so.
We need to catch, don't we? If you think you know it, please. Ash, be right.
Was it Lewis Miley at Newcastle?
No.
No, it won't.
Have you lost 2? Are you going to end this quiz on minus points?
You have to go for
You're going to end this quiz on minus
I
points
think
this
I
year.
know it.
Youngest player.
I don't know. I imagine like.
Oh, is it? It's that Chelsea. I don't know what his name is, but it's that Chelsea lad, I think.
I thought it might be an Arsenal lad. We don't know who it is. We don't know who it is.
You don't know,
I'll say. No. Is it 1 point for the team and 1 point for the players? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll go Chelsea.
Yeah.
No.
Damn it.
It's
Was it yesterday? Was it Spurs?
it was Spurs.
Yeah, and he came on the other day. It was last week. I was going to say Spurs. I don't know his name, but Spurs. Yeah.
It's Mikey Moore.
Yeah, he came on against.
Yeah.
Well, you said I think I know it.
Yeah.
Question 4.
Seb will always put a Spurs answer in.
I knew it was Spurs.
Omitting the departing Klopp as well as Pep Guardiola, who is the next longest serving Premier League manager? Go on, Bill.
Arteta?
It's It's not Arteta.
Is it Poch?
No, no.
Yeah, we can still. It's Poch in it. Yeah, but he's been at Spurs.
No, longest serving. As in a row.
Is that
more than Arteta?
Daniel.
Fuck. No, it's not. It means current.
I
It's got to be Poch.
I don't think you understand the question, Ash.
Yeah, it's got to be
Had the most
Poch.
years in the Premier League.
No, who's the longest serving manager for their club?
Currently. No, not for their club. I think it's just
I
Premier
think
League.
it's currently.
I think it's currently. I think it's who's been at the club the longest.
Okay, but it can't be
Club,
far,
yeah,
can
club,
it?
yeah.
So is it for their
That's what I
current
thought
club,
Arteta-
Caden? Is it for
What
their current
Arteta's-
club?
Can I read it again?
Read again. Read
Yeah.
again.
Admitting the departing
it's not the
Klopp
Premier
as
League
well
you
as
play,
Pep
but you
Guardiola.
Fucker.
You mean
Farke joined this summer. Didn't he in the Premier League?
Fucker.
Frank? Thomas Frank.
Oh, fucker. Say the question again.
I was saying to Ash, Ash, you don't understand the question. Yeah, I do. It's Farke.
I was like, fucker.
I was like, then you went, it's the longest club. I went, oh no, you don't understand the question. Why are you saying Farke?
Oh,
I think
Go on,
that's
say the
right.
question again. Say the question again.
Ash, I think
Admitting the
you've done well there,
departing
I think it's
Klopp as well as Pep Guardiola, who is the next longest serving Premier League manager?
For their current club
My-
or
my-
Premier
Oh,
League?
The
yeah,
answer's-
I've got
the-
a
the ans-
question, I'm
I think
reading
it's
it.
Frank.
Yeah, but of course you're going to say
No,
that.
no, I think, well, it doesn't matter with the quiz.
Moyes
though,
has
like,
gone, hasn't he?
Yeah, but no, because the question isn't clear. It
is
says
clear.
it's
It
not.
is,
It's not.
it's longest
It's
serving.
Premier League. It's not their club. It doesn't say their club. It says
Serving
Premier
Premier
League.
League manager.
Premier League
I think it
manager.
must be club.
It must be club.
It means club.
It means
Well,
club.
all right then. We'll say Frank, but if
I
it's
think it is
Poch,
Frank.
I'm going to be fuming here.
Poch went
Poch
to
went to
PSG.
PSG.
He went to
played.
Full name.
Spurs. We went to PSG.
Yes, and then he went to
went
PSG. Thomas Frank.
between.
It is Thomas Frank.
Yes.
You made that more complicated
All
than it
that
needs to be.
fuss for no reason
I
there.
thought what it was saying was
That's a
Poch
2-point
from.
flip.
Poch went from
I
Chelsea
know,
to PSG.
but I thought it meant add his
I
stint
know
at
what you thought it
Spurs
meant.
and add his
Oh,
stint at Chelsea.
that.
That's what I thought it meant.
That's
Yeah.
you made that
That's
a lot
not
more
what he meant,
complicated.
Well, you got it right.
What's the
And they
score?
lose a
The
point for
score
that.
is currently 13-7.
And they lose a point.
Yeah,
for that.
yeah,
we're
he's
a-
taking us a point.
And we're about to go into Who Am I?
Right, so we can't.
So if
win.
you,
Brilliant.
Are we ready?
have to answer.
Right, clue one.
Mummy.
Let's
May
go
as
for
well,
5
anyway.
points. Come on.
you can't lose any points at this, can you?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, so if
I
we,
think you can. I think that's,
Can you?
that's why.
Yeah.
You lose
It's-
as
so
many as
no,
it is.
no one knew what it was till point 1 last time. That's why.
so
we're
if we buzzed on point 5 and lost, we lost 5
Yeah,
points.
Yeah.
go on, do it.
Buzz. Look,
Right.
We could get this at 5.
The first clue worth 5 points.
This will be good.
I was a. That doesn't make sense. Give us a second. No, I think it does. I was a one club. I was a one club player and also have 4 international caps.
You know who it is?
I mean, if you can pull this out,
I was a
it'll be
one
absolutely
club.
outrageous.
I was, so we don't play. I was a one club player. I have 4 international caps.
What about? Can we talk? Are we allowed to talk to each
Yeah, I
other?
think we can discuss. Can't
I
we?
think you can for this one, I'd say.
If you get it right, it still doesn't matter. So
I know, but if we do, give us double points.
thought you were going to give him more points.
Surely,
for a
if we get
second
this
there.
right, that is worth like 100 points.
if you get this right,
Yeah.
you've lost by 1.
Which is very honourable.
Right, well, Marty's here. He must have had.
He got no England caps.
But did he get Guernsey caps or something stupid? Or whatever he was
Is
trying-
that?
Well,
is Guernsey a country?
Well, it depends what the class is.
No, it's not that.
Telling you.
You say this is.
No,
not
it's
saying
not
that.
the
Go on, say it.
Why not?
Go on, buzz it.
was.
Should we move on?
I think
Yeah, I'll
we
have to
move
pressure
on,
you.
move
Yeah,
Yeah,
do
go
you
on.
want
Yeah,
question?
go on, yeah.
Yeah, 4 points.
We can't win.
Yeah, clue 2 for 4 points. I grew up as a Liverpool fan.
One club.
Grew up as a Liverpool fan.
Don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Who spent his whole.
Was Matt a Liverpool fan?
No.
Get the fan going, lad.
Next one.
Yep.
Clue 3 for 3 points. I've been to a World Cup and also won a continental competition for my country.
But he's only had 4 caps, so he's on the bench, isn't he? So he's probably a goalkeeper.
Who is it?
Is there anyone who's played in the Olympics?
In the I've won a World Cup. You say I've won a World Cup?
No, won a continental.
I've been to a World
Been to
Cup
a World
and
Cup.
also won a
Been
continental
in the
competition for my country.
Okay, so is he
Because,
English? Is it like Jack Butland?
He's not a one club man, is he?
Oh,
Been
yeah.
to a World Cup.
Shouldn't have told me that.
How many games did? No, you've moved.
I don't know.
Clue 4,
Yeah, go on.
everyone?
Go
Yeah.
for it,
Four?
baby.
It doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've managed clubs in 4 different countries.
Manager.
Jesus Christ.
Not a clue. I'll be honest.
In 4 different countries.
I would get it on this last clue, so you guys definitely will. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Right. Clue 5 for 1 point. Perhaps my biggest success came with Celtic before moving to London.
Ange Postecoglou.
It is Ange Postecoglou.
Well done, Jeff.
Well done, mate.
Well, 1 point. That was worth it, wasn't it?
Did anyone at home get it before the last one?
Just let's say bye, move on.
Caden,
I'm happy
what
to
is
suck
the
this
scores
in.
across
The
the
final
series?
Final scores for this round is 13-8 to Bill and Tom, and that's 3-0 as it currently stands.
Oh. Do you know what? When we were
Not even getting close.
when we were kind of like
Getting
discussing the
further
podcast and kind of working out plans a few weeks ago, I remember thinking if we were 3-0 down, I wouldn't hear the end of it, and it's just.
Istanbul.
I'll be honest, I'm not happy. I'll be honest.
I bet you're not.
Yeah, but listen, the only way is up, or we lose 4-0.
So confident.
Liverpool are 3 down.
Istanbul.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh God,
Istanbul.
you're going to lose 4-0, and now you're going to be going.
think, if
Sheffield Wednesday, Peterborough, 4-0.
If you
Newcastle,
won,
Arsenal.
if you won every week,
Yeah.
we'd be at the Euros before you
We
even
will.
draw level.
All right. Well, hopefully the next 3 quizzes are all Euro
I
questions.
think we've discussed this victory enough in the office, really.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. You don't. You
That's
actually,
the end of the
Clash, yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
See you later.
Are we wrapping up there then, Caden?
Right,
Can
so
we-
just
yeah,
as always,
thanks.
if you've got any questions for next week, we will read them out. Obviously, take part in the Gaza giveaway as well. Caden, a big thanks for doing the quiz and producing it all as always.
Thank you very much.
And what have we got? We've got. By the time we come back next week, we're going to have the FA Cup final,
Yeah.
Championship
Playoff.
Championship playoffs,
Europa League final.
Europa League final.
It's Wednesday.
And I'll be in an even worse state because I'll be back from Benidorm. So it could be 4-0.
Jack, do you want to play us out?
Yeah, always a pleasure. Never a chore. When you leave, close the door. See you later, people. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.